Hello, it is Thursday, December 22nd, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. As you can see, I'm wearing a sort of contraption on my head here. This is my, as minimal as I could make it, mobile recording setup. I hope it works okay. I also know this video is going up very late today, so apologies if you've been waiting. I'm in a radically different time zone than I usually am, so that's what's going on there. All right, so this is a Thursday puzzle. We're going to attempt to solve it despite these challenges, and it should be a themed puzzle with some sort of interesting or intricate theme. We'll have to see what that is. And this interesting or intricate edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Ryan Eves, Connor O'Neill, Camtron, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Schulmaster. So thank you so much to the five of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in bringing us this series and sustaining this channel. I do very much appreciate it. And if you'd like to join their ranks as benefactors and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can find that at patreon.com/dailysolve or in a link in the description field underneath the video. And by following that same link, of course, you can become a patron at any level and become a supporter of the Patreon campaign and help support this channel. And thank you to everybody who has done that at any level. I do very much appreciate it. It does keep this whole thing going. Do also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not done so, and consider joining the Daily Solve Discord chat server. And there's a link to that in the description field underneath the video as well. So, all of that said, shall we get on to the puzzle? I think we shall. This is a Thursday crossword. It was constructed by David Steinberg, who's constructed over 100 puzzles for the New York Times crossword, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving. All right, some interesting patterns in the grid here, and whom Abraham nearly sacrificed was Isaac, famously, his son Isaac in the Bible, as requested by God, almost. Cry after getting fooled. I don't know. I'm an ass. I don't know. Okay. Sykes of the Upshaws. I don't think I know the Upshaws, but Wanda Sykes is a comedian, so maybe that's her. I was had? That's a thing you sometimes see people say after getting fooled. Let's see if that works. What smoke coming out of the ears may signal in a cartoon? It may signal anger. This is looking plausible here. So, top of the holiday season, a Santa hat, maybe? A top, a literal top of an outfit? Not a top in the sense of a shirt, but the uppermost part of the outfit. Name derived from the Greek for messenger. Angelina, maybe? Angels derived from messenger, so does that work? Tuna that is often seared is ahi. Ahi has been all over the New York Times crossword recently. And Dapper blank, iconic hip-hop couturier, must be Dapper Dan, I suppose. Not familiar with... Dapper Dan is a phrase used in many contexts. I don't think I know this one. But that's fine. We got it from context. And dinosaur bone preserver is tar. Tar preserves various relics. Pedometer unit, so pedometer tracks the number of steps one takes. And if you're very capable, you're adept, which I hope we are today in solving this crossword. Back exposing top could be a halter. And I think we've closed out this area. Is there anything we've not checked? I don't think so. All right, let's keep going. We come in peace speakers in brief are ETs, extraterrestrials. And later could be ta-ta. A no-win situation is a drag? I don't know if that's no-win necessarily. Not sure. Stick with a soft tip. Q-tip comes to mind, a brand of cotton swab, but I'm pretty certain this is ETs with an S. Stick with a soft tip. Oh, maybe it's just swab. The actual thing that I just said. Oh, so a no-win situation is a draw, of course. When nobody wins, it's a draw. Correct is ding. So the correct being in brackets indicates here this is going to be a sound, but not something verbal, not words, not language. So ding is just meant to imitate a sound. It's not in itself sort of speech, if you see what I mean. Okay, forensic initials, I don't know, the FBI maybe, or CSI, crime scene investigation, more likely, I suppose, actually. Something to toss but not throw away. Toss a Cobb salad? I don't know, that's a bit of a reach. Let's check this. Sign could be, I don't know, I keep thinking of omens, things like that, but it's probably a different meaning of sign. Softball stat, I mean, there's a baseball stat, which is RBI. I don't see why softball would have different stats in that respect, so that's probably the answer. Let's check here. Blank watch. Oh, binge watch. That's certainly a common current phrase, to binge watch a television series. And something to toss but not throw away. Toss a chip? You toss a chip in a casino context? Is there any way that's right? Sign? I don't know. It doesn't really look like anything. What about this? Indirect path taken 12 times in this puzzle. Okay, what does that mean? I don't know yet. This will be obviously something related to the theme, but I do not know what it is. Show briefly. Demo, perhaps, to show something off, to demonstrate it. And follower of Fannie, Ginny, or Sally. Fannie Mae, Ginny Mae, or Sally Mae. Those are what, sort of government mortgage underwriters or something to that effect? I don't know how exactly you'd characterize what those companies are. They're sort of pseudo-governmental organizations. Okay, Molson's partner in beer. Is Molson Coors? Is Molson merged with Coors? I think that might be right. Let's check the crosses and see. Creative in a way. Artsy, perhaps? And speak, I see, dash speak. So speak as a suffix could be ease. So sort of, I don't know, cutesy speak or something, cutesy ease you could sort of say in that same way if you're kind of making up the name of a language. California Congressman, Ted Lieu is the name of a U.S. congressman from California, so there we go. And investments that can't be recovered. Sunk costs. Yes, by definition, they can't be recovered. They're gone. Indirect path. So roundabout something looks correct to me. I still don't know what it means in the context of this particular puzzle, but roundabout looks like a good start to this clue, to this answer, to this clue. Something to toss but not throw away. Toss a coin. Why didn't I think of that? And to sign is to ink, as in a contract. You sign a contract, you ink it. There we go. So an obnoxious sort is a bore. Concrete example is, not sure. Organization in 2016's Hidden Figures. Maybe this isn't bore, because that's NASA. I did see that film, and it was about mathematicians at NASA. So, an obnoxious sort is a snob. Right. Bore is not exactly right for that. A bore isn't necessarily obnoxious, although they certainly can be. It's more that they're sort of tiresome and tedious, I guess. Whereas a snob is obnoxious in the sense that they're sort of pretentious or self-important. Okay, so a concrete example. A slab of concrete, maybe? Let's check that. I'm not certain that's right, but let's look at the crosses. Universal basic income is a sort of economic policy that's being trialed in a few places right now. And Sherry once of SNL, Sherry O'Terry. So this, once again, an obnoxious sort, not so much a snob. And I suppose even then, a snob is obnoxious, but not as directly obnoxious, maybe as a snot. Snobbery is more around sort of, I guess, classism than I guess you could be a sort of very charismatic snob, I guess, in a way. Whereas so I'm refining my conclusions that I'm jumping to here. So anyway, a snot is obnoxious in this context. All right. Sherry once of SNL, Sherry O'Terry is an actor. And one way to be led is astray. You could be led astray. First, all right, so here this might be the first clue to what's going on in this roundabout answer, because this looks like a theme clue to me. First exit, milk containers. Second exit, rebounded in billiards. Third exit, wheeled away. What on earth is going on here? I don't think I have a clue, but cutting beams are certainly lasers used in various sort of surgeries or, mechanical contexts. So that says RAC. So I wonder if what that means is we need to draw a path through a grid, and this RAC is going to be the conclusion of something or sort of part of a message or something like that. What does that mean? This sort of looks like democracy, and that's probably that's probably nothing. I'm probably just reading into nothing there. What is going on? Maybe I should just keep solving and we'll get more clues. Little bit could be a tad, just a little bit. And John Doe is a name used to indicate anonymity or just simply unknown name. June gift recipient is a dad, Father's Day. And those who consume it become immortal, according to myth. I'm sure I'll know this, but I can't think off the top of my head. What about this one? Broken down. Destroyed? I don't think that's not appropriate for broken down anyway. Decayed? No, not long enough. And some history listings. Eras? What does that mean, some history listings? Probably ends in an S. Note that sounds like a music genre. Okay, so do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, sol. Oh, sol, right, as in soul music, yes. There we go. So that's from the solfege system, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And the Powerpuff Girls are a cartoon trio of characters. To go wrong is to err, to make a mistake. Oh, so some history listings are URLs, as in browser history, so web addresses. And one avoiding eye contact, maybe, is a liar, could be avoiding eye contact. English king called the Great, Alfred the Great. What have we not seen? We haven't looked over here. Crank up could be rev up, the speed or enthusiasm or something. Blight victim. Who's a victim of a blight? In 3 letters starting with an E. Sorry. One going to court. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, where else can I look? Dude could be a guy, maybe. Broken down. I don't know. Guy or a bro, I guess. Does that help? Broken down. Oh, derelict. That could be. Right. Okay, so unholy is godless, maybe? There we go, that looks right. And thousandth of a gig. Oh, I should have looked at this earlier. So a gigabyte, a thousandth of that would be a megabyte, for instance. Oh, ambrosia. Those who consume it, the nectar of the gods, ambrosia. There we go. Okay, those who consume it become immortal, according to myth. So a bun could be a roll, a bread roll, and first class informally. Not sure what's going on there. Funny O'Donnell, Rosie O'Donnell is a comedian, or an actor, I guess, comic actor. Oh, here's another one of these. First exit, writer Lewis. Okay, I haven't really thought about these actual individual sort of exit clues, whatever they mean. So writer Lewis Carroll. Oh, well, here's C-O-C-A-R. Let's see where that would go. What did this other one say? Milk containers, milk jugs, or milk cartons. Well, cartons could go backwards from C-A-O. Oh, wait a second. C-A-R-T-O-N-S. So, second exit, rebounded in billiards. So what, caromed or ricocheted or something? What? So there's cartons, and then I don't know where we go from there. Third exit wheeled away. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it is caromed. Look at this. Cartons goes right here. So Cartons goes CAR, and then it takes the first exit from the roundabout. Right. Okay. So roundabout exits, indirect path taken 12 times in this puzzle. Roundabout route, I guess. So you actually have relatively few of these in the U.S. as far as I know, but they're incredibly common in the UK where I live, but am not presently. And so at a roundabout, you have these. You go around in a circle until you get to the direction you want to turn. So here we have first exit milk containers are cartons. Second, and that would be the first exit immediately up to the north. You can see here. And then second exit rebounded, caromed, which was one of my guesses there. And then third exit is wheeled away, is carted away. There we go. Okay, so each of these is independent. So it's not a message sort of running through the grid. They're individual little messages. So where was the other one I saw? Writer. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is going to be Lewis Carroll because we have CAR. No, R, right. ROLL. You can see there. So there we go. Lewis Carroll. Second exit, Santana of Santana. So Carlos Santana of the band Santana. So CARLOS going straight up there. And then third exit, Dead Meat is Carrion. So CAR, and then we take the third exit and we continue RION. Very good. Okay. So I finally figured out how this works. Let's see if that helps us finish off this corner. Big sportswear brand. Asics is a sportswear brand. I see. First class meaning frosh, freshman. So first class at the first year at university. And then chinwags are chats, conversations informally. And I think we've solved everything else here. Great. So let's continue this on. Blank time. It's time, I assume that'll be. And has a role is acts, maybe in a play. Methuselah's old man. Is that Enoch? Another biblical reference here. That would have been one where I would have needed to take a few guesses at that if I were sort of asked out of thin air, but the crosses winnowed it down pretty conclusively. French beverage could be thé, T-H-E, for tea in French. And let's eat, you could exclaim. Skip around is sit one out, maybe. That looks plausible. Let's check the crosses, though. Admit is... I'm not sure. Goes bad is rots, perhaps. And winery supply, I don't know. One going to court, I don't know about that either. On the blight victim, okay, we're back to this area where I wasn't sure what to do. Let's keep looking around. Ticket specification is a tier, maybe? A ticket to a concert in a large venue that has different seating tiers. So a noisy scan for short, an MRI, magnetic resonance imagery. Those are indeed noisy, as I can personally attest to. Blight victim, oh, so it's a tree, elm. So elm blight, I suppose. And if you admit to something, you let on. You admit something, you let on to that thing. And then maker of the 2600 game console, oh, maybe this isn't, maybe I have something wrong here, because this is going to be Atari, surely, the Atari 2600 game console. So, admit, not admit information, but rather admit somebody into a building, say. So you let them in. And then one going to court. Oh, why don't I see what that is? Sorry. What about this? Winery supply. Still not oh, casks for aging the wine. And then pretzel feature is a knot. Pretzels are knotted, of course, by definition, I suppose. And, well, maybe not by definition. I don't know. What actually does define a pretzel? Does it include the shape, or is it just the method of its creation? I suppose even then there are different sorts. Anyway, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up later. Course in which you might learn cave canem would be Latin A or 1 or something, I suppose, sort of first year Latin, I guess. Probably 1 in a university context. Knights E.g. would be, oh, sirs. So if you've been knighted, you're entitled to the title sir if you're a man. And then delivery specialist. Is this something to do with delivery of giving birth, or is it different? I think I'm missing what that's asking for. Oh, here's another one of these. Great. Let's solve it this way. First exit salad bar bowl full. So carrots, it looks like. Yes, if we go down, we have carrots, and then Cartier looks like a cross. Second exit French watchmaker. Yes, Cartier. There we go. And then third exit Thanksgiving roll is the carver, someone who carves the turkey for Thanksgiving. There we go. So one going to court is a lover? What does that mean? To court as in to court somebody, to woo them. I see. And then, delivery specialist is an orator. So delivering lines verbally. There we go. And that's it. And that was the Thursday crossword. I found that to be pretty tricky, but certainly lived up to the Thursday reputation for interesting themes. So let's just quickly go over our roundabout routes again, and then we'll wrap this video up. So here we had, starting with this CAR, from the first exit we had milk containers, cartons. The second exit, rebounded and billiards, caromed. And then the third exit, wheeled away, carted. Very good. And let's see if I can remember where the rest of these are. I'll check here. That'll make it easier. Here we have our first exit, salad bowl, bar bowlfuls are carrots. Second exit, French watchmaker, Cartier. And the third exit, the Thanksgiving roll of the carver. And then, so it looks like we had 4 of these in total. Oh, did I never even see this one? I don't think. Good. It's a good thing I went over these. First exit, floor covers are, looks like carpets. Yes, going this direction. Second exit, addition signs are carrots. Oh, I see. Addition signs in the sense that you can use carrots in proofreading to indicate to add something, to insert some writing. And third exit, checking the IDs of, would be carding those people. And finally, oops. Sorry about that. Our last roundabout is Writer Lewis. First exit is Carol. Second exit, Santana of Santana, is Carlos. And then our third exit is Dead Meat, which is Carrion. There we go. Very clever Thursday crossword. Oh, and there is sort of a little roundabout route. There's sort of a winding route implied, I think, through the kind of a slight zigzag shape implied going down through the puzzle here that maybe also speaks to the idea, not a literal roundabout, which would be purely circular, but sort of idea of a roundabout route. And there we go. A nice, clever puzzle by David Steinberg. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the delay on this one. That will probably be the case for most of the rest of the year. But I will do my best to get these videos out as often as I can. All right. And with that, I will be back tomorrow. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.